Hey, Dr. Nika here, and welcome to a new episode of What You Readin'? Today, we'll be talking about the book Stamped from the Beginning, A Definitive History of Racist Ideas in America by Ibram X. Kendi. This incredible book takes us on a journey through the history of racist ideology in America and how many of those ideas and beliefs continue to permeate every facet of our society today. As always, I've got 3 points that I want to share with you. Point number 1, context matters. Have you ever watched an old sitcom where they make reference to something that you're vaguely familiar with but don't really have context for? The joke kind of falls flat, right? But if they make reference to something that you know intimately, something that you lived, then you are able to not only get it, but you laugh with such great depth. While racism is no laughing matter, Ibram finds a way to take us all back in time, a time to where a lot of these racist ideas and beliefs were now being forged, and he provides us context and gives us cultural understanding so that we're able to go beyond headlines and beyond quick summaries and truly understand not only what was going on at the time, but also how those ideas continue to permeate and to influence our society today. Point number 2, nuance matters. When we make debates about historical facts and figures, it's very tempting to want to place them into very neat specified boxes. When we think about figures like Thomas Jefferson and W.E. Du Bois, we want to think about them as pro or against. But what Ibram does is he challenges us to go beyond that and to think of figures and their legacies through an ideological lens. Think of them as segregationists or integrationists or assimilationists. And through those lenses, we're able to really understand not only their humanity, but we're able to translate their errors and their victories through those lenses and underscore the role that they played in either fostering or challenging racism in America. Point number 3. New century, same arguments. What was most astonishing to me in this book was how so many of the arguments that are made today to dismiss the value of people of color and maintain white supremacy are almost identical to the arguments that were made centuries ago. It highlighted to me that while so much has changed, so much hasn't. That those core racist beliefs still underlie much of the dialogue on race. They still provide the starting point from which the dialogue begins. And as a result, they undermine our ability to truly make change. But what Ibram does by bringing these racist ideas to light is he gives us the opportunity to really understand them in a language that we get. And as a result, we're able to challenge them from their root, not just from the branches of these racist thoughts. So there you have it, my 3 points. Look, I have read a lot of books on racism in America, and while I absolutely love them, and many of them I have featured here on this show, I have to say that this particular book has got to be one of my favorites. It just does such an incredible job of taking us back to a time that we couldn't possibly imagine living in. So listen, I'm not asking, I am begging you. Do yourself a favor and get this book. You will not regret it. Until next time, bye.